Uh, uh-huh. Uh. Soaking wet. Soaking wet. I missed a 15 punt game. I picked the Raiders to. Oh, sorry. I picked the Raiders to win that. Now the Broncos got 8 wins. Shit. Best team in football. Sauce Gardner, absolutely no negativity, positive vibes only. Shit. Give me.
up to win the Mega Millions. Mega, mega, mega. He's going to win the Mega Millions. That is a good jumping off point. So let us discuss. The question, has Daniel Jones shown enough to be the Colts' forever quarterback, their franchise quarterback? So this one I've got pharmacy, instant oatmeal, and handkerchief. And we will combine all of these things together and I'm going to make a mulligan. A nice big mulligan because the Colts get a mulligan. They drafted Anthony Richardson as their forever quarterback. He sucks, and they got a mulligan. For now, with Daniel Jones. All right, so there you go. Now, to lead off, though, to answer the question, has Daniel Jones shown enough to be the forever quarterback for the Colts? My answer is police. All right, police with cheese balls on top. What are we doing here? Let's all pump the brakes.
You
now.
tap
Pump
it
the
up.
brakes on the parade.
Get the shares up. Hit the bell. Show the channel some love. Absolutely no negativity. Positive vibes only. American. Yeah. That one's not struggling. This one.
He fumbled the ball like a hot potato. He was known as the stumble bomb, dime store quarterback, all that stuff. And so now, yeah, he strings together some solid performances. And all of a sudden, no, he's not just Peyton Manning, he's Mahomes. He's Mahomes with a horseshoe up his tuchus. It's premature. It is. Listen, you don't need me to tell you, JT and the Wayman would tell you, they need a chill pill.
Troll.
They need a chill pill. And yeah, we I'm sure we have an advertiser, right? The Colts
I'm Harry.
He's named Blue. And so just give the Colts mascot
Cheers.
something to chew on when you go down to the pharmacy, if you know what I mean. It's the old game show to tell the truth. Tell the truth. Will the real Daniel Jones please stand up? Will the real Daniel Jones please stand up? Because right now,
You take off your shirt.
sure behind these microphones wearing these very powerful headphones. We're not so sure which one you got. Because I'm pretty locked in on Daniel Jones being a turnover machine from the Meadowlands, that guy. And then other people are trying to tell me that, no, he's not that guy. He's not, no, he's the guy now in Indianapolis. But I look at the Colts and again, they're playing well. Good for them. Congratulations. And that's great. He's also got a lot of cool stuff going on around him. The defense is not great, but it's better than a lot of teams. And Jonathan Taylor has played like an MVP level player. So if you're in the jury room and you're weighing the evidence, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the evidence says that Daniel Jones has been fine. He's been fine. Not great, but fine. Now Jones had a real moment last week before the Colts went back to Indiana, go to Berlin for the game this weekend. But Daniel Jones had 5 turnovers. That is a one-man demolition crew for the Colts. Now, the other thing, all of this is a small sample size. The Colts are drunk off their 7-2 record. It's the dopamine hit. You win a few games, you're like, all right, we got something. Here we go. You start rubbing your hands. Yeah, we got a little something here. And they're mistaking them. In my analysis, they're mistaking, they being the Colts, are mistaking temporary competence for long-term greatness. Like, enjoy the ride. Franchise quarterback, methinks not so much. Not there yet. And even if he makes it through the year, remember last year, Minnesota, the Vikings, they thought, a lot of people thought, well, Sam Darnold. Oh, man, they had their pants down for Sam Darnold last year in Minnesota. And what happened? The real Sam Darnold showed up.
doors have been so broken.
What the fuck was that? I think your music is so good it doesn't even make your boobs jiggle. How can your music even be effective on you? You listen to your music and your boobs don't jiggle. Are you selecting the correct music? I can't read because my glasses are off. Vladimir Poop Schmear. That's a good one. It's a 1 hour track. Kevin MacLeod, Clash Defiant. Back to the regular radio. That's what I promise.
Off to the races. Off to the races to find a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Last thing. We go to
Can I have a tissue, please? I have an issue.
Graham Gano, don't you know? Graham Gano told the media a real sob story this week that he has received death threats
A little better.
since sports betting became legalized in the United States. Quote, I hear everyone
Limo.
frustration, media, fake
Come out.
shoot. Ever
Let me
since
count my likes real quick.
I get
And then I'll finish chugging the beer, Ted.
Every week, Graham Gano said, I'll quote you, Ted, he says, because
96 views.
that loses them money, Gano said, I'll miss a gig and it loses them money. It was the other day that someone told me to get cancer and die. And that stuff is part of it, Gano said, close quote. All right, so that's a solid hoppity hop off that.
See somebody pressing the hearts. How many likes do you think this episode has?
He claims it's because of sports betting. That is blank. Now I'm going to fill in the word here. Fill in the blank. My word for the question, Graham Gano.
I haven't looked at the scores today. And, okay, I started the show 2 a.m. Radio tells me the scores. You derp, oil derp. You know, in Chinese, you means oil. So, oil derp. That's what you just said. Between meth binges, yes, it's been a very long time between. At least 4 years. Maybe 5. Probably 6 years. But there was that girl at McDonald's who hooked me up. I was so sketchy about the quality of the shit she gave me, I just trashed it. The last time I got meth, I put it in the trash. I don't need to. Can't trust it. But if I'm down in LA, I'll take anything. I like getting hella sweaty. I don't smoke meth. Meth is a limited, precious resource. You think I have access to the good shit? Dude, you don't know me, man. I get all my shit over the counter. Right now, all my pen chargers are broken, so I got 2 pens that work. Of course, everybody gets, how did you know? That's so true. Absolutely no negativity. Positive vibes only. Hit it how I hit it, guys. I gotta chug the beer and then I'll worry about hitting it again, okay? Let's get into the beer. 10 chugs. And I'm willing to drink every night as long as I lift weights every day. Oh, you're funny. You see, what's it say? You see what it says? See that? See that? Just lock at the top. Unlock. Unlock. Come on. Unlock. 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 Jesus. Live from San Francisco. I'm taking my precious time in San Francisco to spend with my Ask Me Anything crowd. I'm from Pasadena, home of 5 Super Bowls. So Super Bowl 24. Is that right? Or was it 22? Shit mixed up all the time. Super Bowl 22? Yeah. We really wanted the Broncos to win the Super Bowl 22. Everybody knew New York was coming to town. We didn't want New York to win a game in the Rose Bowl. Everybody in Pasadena was pulling for the Broncos that day. You get this vibe. See, the Super Bowl is so big, the city panders to one team. We pander to nearly the loser every time the Super Bowl was ever played in Pasadena, include the last one, Super Bowl 27, Bills, Cowboys. By then it was the 5th and final Super Bowl in Pasadena, and we knew there wouldn't be any more. And the prevailing vibe was a little harder to put a finger on in 1993. Nintendo was in town. Disney was in town, and they created this sports division with Bengals, strong safety, Reggie Williams, city councilman in Hamilton County. Disney hired a Bengal. Disney hired a Bengal to be president of sports. In the 2019 bubble, when COVID happened, Disney moved the NBA Finals to Orlando, and that was all thanks to the Bengals. We gave LeBron James that title because my time in Cincinnati, everybody couldn't stop watching Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis might play 20 years. He might win another championship in 10 years, honestly. These NBA players play a long time. James Harden is going to set the standard for like the most games played at the current rate. I should double check. Explore the fun in real life live streaming. That radio. Come on, help me get the subs up, man. I want to grow. I'm trying to talk to a lot of people. You ever notice girls don't even shave their legs? I want you to go get a job down at the Spider-Man panties, where they make Spider-Man panties. Sorry, I got brain damage from AI topic suggestions. Protect the Bobux generator. What am I? Let me hit Control V and see what I have. I had this topic about Santa. Good cartoon. You want to know what's a good cartoon for Christmas? The Tick Multiple Santa. It's probably the primo Christmas cartoon most people could be watching instead of old just Charlie Brown Christmas, which I grew up on. $151 views, 27 minutes, really good. But I don't think if I sat here 32 more minutes that I'll hit 200. 200 views in an hour is just a little out of reach. Maybe 168 was. Let me look at last night's middle of the night episode. I'm literally just looking at my analytics. So, last night, 168 episodes on the 2 a.m. radio edition. I ran a dinner time show before that, 91 views during that last Warrior game where the Warriors lost. The Warriors lost to the Sacramento Kings. And today there was only one game in the NBA. Kind of a sad day because I wanted to watch basketball or listen to it or follow it. But there was only one game. I'm going to check that score right now because Sacramento played back-to-back games. Am I wrong? No, I'm actually wrong. You know, we lost to Sacramento and Phoenix beat the Clippers today. Either way, West Coast teams. I'm going to look at the box score of this Clipper game. Well, minutes played. I don't even see James Harden on the list. Am I high? Did James Harden not play today? I don't know. Look, I don't like doing bench presses or push-ups. I just don't. When it comes down to it, I'm more likely to work out my hamstring. That's a damn lie. But I've done a couple hamstring exercises in my life, and I've gotten, yeah, you're right, man. Is it in mint state, bro? I'm just a guy on the internet. The internet's crazy like that. It's how, you have to put the internet in a chokehold and only let your voice come through. Don't let the internet speak. But I give everybody, I like to read your chat. If I don't have like one person an hour bothering saying something, it's really depressing. And when I started streaming in 2018, I was so busy playing my game I couldn't look at chat. I had people I cared about coming by my show and I couldn't respond to them because I was zoned out on the game. So I sacrificed playing my game so I could focus on my audience. I sacrificed the game for you. I don't want a PlayStation because I want to spend time with you. I still watch. I spend time with people who are playing games, but nobody wants to watch me play. Trust me. I like Overwatch, World of Warcraft. That's in this century. Now, I said this week that Lordaeron is Yugoslavia, and World of Warcraft came out in '94, before the Dayton Accord peace treaty, where Serbia stopped their genocide. basically the Lich King was running wild in '94, and then we hauled his ass over to Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. He said hi again. Well, I went straight from the army into playing World of Warcraft for 15 years. So I love being online with the gamers. Dwarf Lord knows me. I'm more concerned about my gamers than my unit. Like, I care so much for the people I served with, right? All these people. I don't know where Watson is. Okay. I wish I knew where Watson was. I wish I knew where this guy was. He's from Philadelphia. The first week in Afghanistan, me and him almost got in a fight because I didn't want to watch the Philadelphia game. I swing the buck stock of my M16 at the back of his head. Oh, it's a good thing I missed. We were running up a hill during exercise at like 8 in the morning in Afghanistan. It's just too close to me. All of a sudden I did a melee swing while running up the hill. I think I swung to miss him. I was just trying to impress myself with my form. Rough. Voted. I wanted to sip my beer slowly today. Hey, congratulations. We're 26 minutes into the show. I'm still enjoying my beer. I ate 10 giant shrimp last night. I don't need to eat today. I ate 10 deep fried shrimp yesterday. In the room, I got potato chips, a can of beans, and a bag of tortillas unopened. So I'm really fully loaded going into a Friday. It's fish tomorrow. My audience peeled out. I could be at 0 viewers for the next 10 minutes. That's fine. We're checking the statistics. We're at 209 views. It's been a long time since I hit 209. So, encouragement to... you can watch a show like Bullbox Man live. It has nobody watching it, and it costs money to run a show. Don't use Microsoft Paint because there's some guy who grew up with Microsoft Paint and he's gonna make a living off it, and you'll never be able to compete with a true Microsoft Paint master. People are so desperate to make a living off of what they know. All I know is I got this iPhone for free from the US. Yeah, that's basically it. I got my iPhone free from the United States. I don't pay my phone bill, and I'm on Wi-Fi at 720p, 30 frames, with a $1,000 mink hat, flexing my pecs when my music activates. You know that song, Activate, 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 Activate. Activate. What do you think it means? Have focus on a bowel movement, which is like that's when you relax all the muscles in your body and you only try. You only try to make a fart on my dick. Push like you have poo poo. That's what Ed Power says. If you ever watch Dirty Debutantes, push like you have poo poo. That's what he says when he's going in no lube. That should be the only thing I say for pregnant, pushing, poo. Penis penetration, pleasure. Let's use P words. Let's use a bunch of P words. Good hang. Good hang. Worried about the future of Wikipedia. Wikipedia was good to me. It made me a wise man. Nowadays, kids don't even read Wikipedia. They're not experts at anything. Maybe you go back to and I'm not gonna, if the internet really rolled out to the public in 1990, 95 America Online, 2008 iPhone. I got a BlackBerry in 2011 with my government aid. I didn't even save my BlackBerry. I lost my I didn't cherish it. I took it to Cincinnati and I made no videos. I only took a couple pictures in Cincinnati, which I did. I still have access to. My thumbnail could be Cincinnati thumbnails from when I was there for one. I got my thumbnail, I got my pictures from Cincinnati. Prove I was there. Thank God I have at least one picture. Other places. I got pictures everywhere I've ever been. There's so many. There's probably 10 billion pictures just from America that nobody's ever seen. It's hard to enjoy new stuff when the old stuff is so good. But you can look at the period after World War II of a complacency. We act like Venice. Venice was almost destroyed in World War II. They were gonna blow up all the bridges in Venice, but they didn't. Now all the historic bridges in Venice are still, pedestrian only. I'd love to go to Venice and blow up every bridge. Dude, I don't give a shit, bro. I'm not from there. There's people who don't have to dodge scooters. Lime scooters. There's no lime scooters in Venice, bro. Okay, there's probably one. Some jerk. I hate lime scooters. I like that one commercial for Rome where the lady is gonna run a bunch of people over inside the Colosseum on a scooter. It's the full of brush salesman. authentic camel. All right. I'm just playing with my toys. You wouldn't think a boot shining brush is a toy. Well, it is. This boot does not touch the bottom of my foot, my shoe. So we can still. Yeah, boys. What do you think the view count's at now? Still 209? 5 likes. The 212 views. How many gulps? Estimate gulps left? 2 gulps. So kiss these gulps goodbye. I'm gonna make it to 3 o'clock. I need to hear what the radio has to say, cause y'all left me hanging. I do it to everybody. I watch a lot of shows. I show up for 1 second, I say something and leave. It's perfectly normal. That's support. I watched Low Tier God do push-ups today, but it was like a 5-month-old video. You think I could beat Ice Poseidon? I want to beat the people I watch. I'm not too concerned about lolcows. I like to watch Wings of Redemption. I think he actually is a decent fighter. Not much going on. What's today's schedule? Wait. There, I opened my dashboard. Do you think my subs went up? They went down. Maybe I should point down when I start my show. What's today's? I didn't check the Pittsburgh score. Right now I'm going into the ESPN NHL scores. We're going to look at the... We know that Pittsburgh is in Washington, the capital of the United States. The Penguins defeated the Capitals 5-3 with 2 points in the third inning. Sidney Crosby modern day Super Mario. You Nintendo boys, you never had a good Pittsburgh game. I mean, Pittsburgh fans would have to buy. I finally nailed it, okay? If you want to play NHL hockey, you're gonna buy a Genesis. What year did the SNES hockey? Let me double check. What year was the first one? NHL hockey on Super Nintendo. It is. I'm looking at eBay Stanley Cup. They've been giving that shit away free for under $5. Waste of shipping to put just one cartridge in a box. You can put that shit in an envelope. It weighs under 14 ounces. I worked in the post office. How much? Well, maybe the cartridge weighs 20 ounces. It's just a little more than a first class envelope. Everybody's trying to get a box. I watch DK Oldies. Every time I turn on his stream, I just say I need it so bad right now. I need that game so bad right now. That's what I always say. The final taste of my cup is gone. I have not opened. This will be tomorrow's pack. Okay. So I'm still smoking this one from today. If I would have tried to broadcast during a Raider game, I would have ran out of smokes. Be smoke every time the punter comes out. I need another smoke. And sports got people relapsing. I thought the Raiders were gonna have a good drive a couple times. A 32-yard gain. Let me look at this box score of the Raider game now. Kenny Pickett came in. He was 0 for 1. Denver put in their backup quarterback once, Cortland Sutton, or he's not a quarterback, but there's 2 quarterbacks in the Denver box score. I'm looking at the punting now. It's 299 yards for the Raiders, 293 for the Broncos. My radio lied. The radio said there was a 15 punt game. This box score says it's a 14 punt game. The average punt was 42.4 yards. If you could move the ball, there's a lot of possessions where you don't gain 40 yards, guys. So all you have to do is have a clean punt. The punting team is the greatest. They get like 40 or 50 yards every play, up to 66 yards. You can move them down to the 1-yard line. You can't score a touchdown. You know, if you're punting out of your end zone, what is the longest? I'm sure the longest punt is at least 90 yards. I got the last can of beans when I went shopping. So if I go to the store today, there's no beans. Okay? I'm spending real money on food in San Francisco. The shelves are empty. You want to see? I'll show you. Let me load up this. You gotta see this. This is what I'm talking. So reset chat. So I shot this video. string cheese, and there may be no cheese. Everybody will starve to death in San Francisco. I know you're hungry. Everybody wants to bulk up. I want to bulk up. It's 12:53. I need a alarm set for. I need to stand up, look at the iPad battery because my iPad hasn't been charging. But while I was using it last time, the charge was going up. Only when I'm using it was the charge going up. Now. I was worried because I played Sonic. I played the new Sonic game last night without it being plugged in. So I'm like, I'm in game mode and I'm not plugged in. You think having the camera turned on is a big enough frame? Battery drain. As soon as you start using your phone, the battery just. I want to wrap my episode before I hit 1 hour. It's just the way I roll. I'm not required to stay here any longer. Could I name the next episode 1 hour and I'm gone? That's clever. I like that. Everybody needs to know. I'll be here for 1 hour in the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep. I get the news. But we need to pick and choose where the news comes from. Today the news comes from Romania. We're asking Ukraine to pull their troops out of Romania. Why are Ukraine troops in Romania? Well, I know, just because it's not. I heard from a little bird, Forbes. I don't want to hit 1 hour, but I want to hear the radio news in 5 minutes. I need to wrap the episode in 4 minutes. What's the radio going to tell me? NHL standings? I didn't check. Well, the Penguins got 2 points for a win, right? So that means they went from 18 to 20. Are they the number one team in the NHL? The Canadians have 21 points, is what it's telling me. The Jersey Devils have 20 points. The Penguins have 21 points. Holy shit. Denver has 21 points. Denver is currently sitting with home field advantage in the NBA, in the NHL, and well, how good? Let me check real quick. How good are the Denver Nuggets? Are they also threatening home field in the West? Home field is Oklahoma City 8-1, Denver 5-2. Denver could pick it up and not lose a game. They have a 2-game winning streak. Oklahoma has a 1-loss winning streak. The Pacers have a 2-loss winning streak. The Warriors have 1-loss winning streak. The Lakers have won 5 in a row. Tying the best current win streak with the Houston Rockets, who have 5 in a row. But they've played 2 less games than the Lakers, and they both have 2 losses. Picture that. It's 12:59. Radio is gonna tell me what's up. Randy Savage. Listen to the one. You're looking at the one. I'm fucking Quattro. Young, okay. Looking for the one. You're looking at the one. How much was Little Pain? 200 million for that song? Doodaloo.
It was a special teams kind of night and Thursday night football.
Broncos look like they may pressure this a bit. Snap is good. They do bring some pressure, and they get to it.
Broncos.
Ball's bouncing around, picked up. Denver's football is
Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was smart. When he was an old geezer, he still wanted to play. So he went to Denver and he got cut because he wasn't strong enough. His doctor said his heart wasn't in it. The Hannibal posted a video. It was a Big Vito firing cocaine for doing coke in the bathroom. I want to see Big Vito versus cocaine. I mean, Big Vito versus cocaine is probably the biggest, hypest match coming up in wrestling. But what do you know? Ricky Morton wasn't on this current episode of Juggalo Championship. Today was Willie Mack versus Mr. Happy. And a lot of follow-up footage with Vampiro and Too Tough Tony. Stuff that wouldn't fit into last week's episode. You have to be able to understand the main eventers weren't working this week. No Ricky Morton. I didn't think that guy would be so relevant, but I was incredibly impressed with him as an adolescent. I always thought the Midnight Express. What do you think this show is? I Am the Midnight Express. At midnight hours. and Roll Express. I'm gonna beautiful Bobby Eaton and where Jim Cornette and Big Express trash wrestling. Jim Cornette broke his leg at Night of the Skywalkers. I had that on tape. I always watched it. Night of the Skywalkers. It was tape 2 of the Bestest Arcade because I lost the tape 1. Not a single drop came out of my cup. You know, I cut the beer can in half and had the last drop. You think my subs went up? Feels like it went down 2 now. Am I hallucinating? Okay, it's fine. The current bit rate for this is 3904.09. It's higher than recommended. I'm gonna open a widget to look at the bit rate. Stream status excellent. Maintain a bit rate of 2500. That's what I usually probably ran in 2018. Just punishing this. How many bits can the YouTube server? Oh no, wait. I said I'd lift weights because I drink beer. Where's my other one? Modern day Wes Watson. I'm the next Wes Watson. Okay, I'm gonna shave up clean. It was an ugly game. Talks 14 punts.
Poor quarterback play, in spite of limited offense production, and that's putting it lightly. Limited offensive production.
10-7.
This is a team that it only
4 shutout quarters.
stick to the script because, again, like Sean Payton mentioned in the interviews that he's done, they're learning how to win games no matter what the odds and circumstances are, and they've been very, very extreme on the other side of they should, like you mentioned, you highlighted it yesterday, Q. There were games, there's
20 first downs
look at it, like they should have lost that game. They should have lost it. But they
on a 115 plays. Only
And while I'll agree with Sean Payton, get to a point of where you don't have to win that way. Get to a point of where you're starting to win.
not a good low success rate.
To the wire, it doesn't have to be so
Who's good?
But nonetheless, getting that type of experience.
Each team had 15 first downs. So 30 first downs, 33rd downs.
When do you ever feel like you're out of the game?
No team had a fourth down conversion.
Like this, while
Bo Nix, 16 of 28 for 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Those are probably fourth down interceptions, but the Broncos had no fourth down attempts. Bo Nix never was pressured into a fourth down situation. Average yards per play, 3.9 for the Broncos, 3.2 for the Raiders. Pathetic football. Oh my God, pathetic. Tom Brady could have played. It's bad. Oh, it's bad. But when's the next Raiders Bills game? That's that. Let me see this. The Raiders need a good win over the Buffalo Bills. Maybe next year, AI says. I should have checked the regular site. Don't ask AI about future NFL schedules. Bathtub's filling. Stream's healthy. So it didn't go up. Solid likes. I don't look at my YouTube analytics when I get my weekly report. Okay, I'm not looking at the weekly. I'm kind of burnt out on that. The trade deadline has passed in the NFL, but people are still getting signed to contract because they're free agents. I love the Mossad. Mark Felton. Cigarette count. Solid 25 for 2025. I'm going to click on this Roston Saga 2 video. I get an Oakley ad, which should be Patrick Mahomes, but we got some other Olympic sprinter. Stay in the zone, it said. PC engine.
Unflattering. Crossing Saga 2 with
Rustland Saga 2 looks like a Commander Keen. I'm always right. People don't understand the 90s. I think that, I figured out which woman in San Francisco wants to have sex with me next. It's the lady who presses the button when I go out the door. I think she's hot for me. I am missing out on watching my favorite shows to make my show. My tub's full. I need to pick some NFL content. I'll just crank up the radio while I'm in the tub. I used to listen to Spot Track or PFF in the tub. Those days are long gone. PFF is a mockery of its former self. They don't cover point spreads or nothing. They cover player performance. Let's look at PFF and see 2,225 subscribers. This is not very good for an NFL channel, but yeah. The NFL hides their sub count. I like the PFF podcast. It's a certain vibe, and I haven't listened to it in a long time. I'm being cheated. Why are videos so much better than live? But when you watch PFF, the spot track. Chris Collinsworth with his intro. I love listening to Chris Collinsworth in the bathtub, but I don't think he's coming to work anymore. He's like Mark Sanchez. He's barely coherent for the game itself. Don't trust anybody from Miami. Of Ohio or Miami. Florida. Fort Lauderdale, okay. Jacksonville, I'll be there. Miami, babes, ass, use it. If there's a girl in Miami, she's there to get fucked. That's it. get fucked. Tyreek has like 9 children. That woman didn't even feel it. Battery check. Battery check. Come on. 68%. Did I mention anything about Kosovo or Serbia today? No, we mentioned a little about Romania. Ukrainian troops are in Romania. Nobody is supposed to know. I don't know why. I mean, I'd like to tell you, Ukrainians, go home. Okay? Half of them don't want to look at the front line. So they could hide underneath a broken road. No grain elevator. They wish they had a grain elevator. And I watched a grain elevator recap yesterday. There's only one grain elevator, and that's the one from Stalingrad that got captured by the Germans. The Germans took it. It took 3 days to capture one building. There's nothing in my drink. I'll be absorbing water through my skin in the bathtub to rehydrate my entire body. Pores in your feet are similar to your stomach. I wonder if anybody can survive by, absorbing nutrients through their feet. If alcohol can get into the bloodstream through the foot, will it end up in the stomach and will it be digested? If it ends up everywhere else, if you can get drunk through your feet, it's a myth that you can get drunk by submerging your feet in alcohol. Danish, don't trust the Danish studies. I don't know what Danish is or where they are or where they come from. I mean, that part of the map is just a trash to me. Trash to me. I got this new brush. I'm going to exfoliate my entire body. It's not a brush, it's a sponge. How much soap? So little soap. It's like about a dime. You could compare my soap collection to a single dime. Enough to lather up my face for the razor. And I know this is some 5-year-old soap. This is some soap from before COVID. Classic soap wrapped in China. We're going for the blinker, the rare blinker. I also painted my face knowing that I'll be scrubbing it all off and painting it again before lunch tomorrow. I ain't missing my lunch on Friday. I ain't gonna sit around here trying to spend money. So that means I have to be awake. Seven hours. Good episode. Final view count. Final sub count. View sub count. 218 views. Doing something is better than nothing. I sat around, did a lot of nothing. It was a good episode. My hot bath is ready.